like your tailgate, Jared.
All right, everybody, welcome here to the season opener, season 3 here at Maximum Speed Racing, and good to have you guys along with us here for the opener. Lots of new faces in the mix here tonight. Quite a few new members. Guys have been out here practicing for quite some time now, and really having a good time. A lot of communication I hear going on the track, which I feel is very important to a lot of these guys out here. You know, if you're having good communication on the track, then you know it's going to be a good race. Talladega, we know that it's going to be a tough race here for these guys. We're running 75 laps, so communication is going to definitely be a key factor out here to let the drivers around you know your intentions. You know, whether you're going to pit or you're going high around somebody or low or whatever, you got to let people know. But just kind of wanted to go over that real quick. Just for sake of it here, I wanted to let y'all know I've got a couple of my good buddies here and co-commentators in the booth with me. Ed Hewitt. Good evening there, Ed.
Hey, good evening, Rudy. Good evening, Roger. Michael, how are you guys doing tonight?
Hey, I'm doing great. Ed, how you doing yourself?
Hey, we're doing pretty good. I'm on top job there, sitting in the booth with you guys. Makes my day anytime we're sitting in the booth there. We're doing our racing a little bit here at Talladega Super Speedway tonight, guys.
Hey, Ed, yeah, it's a season opener, man. It's gonna be a fantastic race. I'm pretty excited about it. It's gonna be a good season. I can't wait to get out there on the track and race with you guys tonight.
Yeah, me too there, Michael and Roger and Rudy. I like to see it green. I like to see it clean. And I hope that's what happens here at Talladega tonight.
All right, also joining me in the booth, I got Roger Wagner. Welcome there, Roger, and how are you this evening?
Man, I'm just looking forward to getting this new season started. Talladega, big track, lots of cars here tonight. Looks like the field's expanded from the end of last season. I mean, this is shaping up to be a wonderful start to a brand new season here at Max Speed, and I'm really looking forward to it and working with all you guys again.
10-4 on that. Good to have you. Good to have all you guys. Michael, will you be running the MaxSpeedTV 2 channel tonight?
I was running it a little bit during practice, but I decided to shut it down and concentrate on the race. Like I said, I'm going to run this whole season this season, and we're going to try and get up there in the top 5 this season. Hopefully, you know, they'll be shooting for my best right there. There's a lot of really good drivers out here, and Sean Butler and all them guys. We'll be racing out here with my partner Don King tonight, and hoping to finish in the top 5.
All right. Well, good luck out there tonight, Michael, and maybe we'll get an interview in with you later and see how you're doing on the track. So.
Yeah, Rudy, that's great. Roger, it's nice to see you up here again, man. You're a fantastic announcer, man. It's good to have you here tonight.
Yeah, man, it's good to see you too. Looking forward to seeing you out there competing with the guys again tonight. Hopefully we won't see you back up here too early.
More on that, buddy.
All right, looks like they're getting ready to do another pit party here, and Ed's already had the big drivers meeting with them, and let them know the do's and don'ts out here to try to make this thing a good, clean race for everybody. So I think we're going to see a really great race out here tonight. I think the guys have really tightened up the field a lot, and their quality of racing has improved so much in the last season. It's amazing. Last year we had the season finale. I just wanted to kind of throw this out there. The season finale at Homestead was by far the best finish of any race in maximum speed racing history. So I am really thrilled for this season. If it even starts off as good as that season ended, it's just going to be an absolute amazing season.
And there are a lot of trucks out there in this pit party right now, Rudy. 24.
Yeah, it's That's pretty cool. This is right where Ed wanted this league to be right now. We're running about 25, 30 drivers out on the track and race, and he's got his wish.
He said he had the drivers meeting with these guys a little bit ago. Does that mean there's rules to this?
Oh, absolutely.
We don't need no stinking rules.
The brake's on the left, but you say that to some of these guys, they go, brake? What's that? You don't see brakes used too awful much here, only during a pit stop or something. So it's gonna be pretty good here to see these guys out here trying to do their best on Talladega, knowing this track is it's not it's like a if and when, and just like that, if and when.
Just like that happen. Right there.
It just happened.
Wow. You turned it into Nostradamus on us?
And half the field's taken out just by one little slip. That's all it takes here.
Hey, I want to take a quick second to shout out to anyone from Arizona Painters tonight that's watching. All my buddies I paint with, customers, people from the company, all that. And I also wanted to say thanks to Ed Hewitt for putting money up tonight for the top 3 drivers, and Mike Lanzo's painting is also going to put up money for 4th and 5th position tonight. So we'll be paying the top 5 drivers tonight, which is pretty exciting.
Yeah, that's going to make it a really interesting race. We're coming down to the end. Even if it does finish under caution, we don't want to see that, but these guys want to make sure that they're in that place for that money. You know, it's not a whole lot, but hey, enough maybe to put toward a little bit more and buy you a track or a car that you might need. So wish all these drivers the best of luck out here tonight.
Or new paint.
Yeah, new paint. There you go.
Hopefully not new paint for me.
I'm going to update trading paints one more time. I've already done it twice, so here goes again. This is number 3.
I see several new paint jobs out there tonight. Mine has updated a couple of times so far.
Yeah, Jared Akey's got a new one. I've seen that. Oh,
yep. We're about to qualify here, boys.
All right, I want to just say that have a good time up here tonight, guys, and I'll be on the track, and hopefully can be a good race. Talk to you guys later.
Good luck, Michael.
All right, man. Peace out. Michael. Keep the shiny side up all night.
10-4.
A lot of new faces tonight, guys. A lot of new faces.
Yes, for sure. That's it's good to see a decently filled field out here. I just hope it's a safe one. That's my main concern. Don't want to see these guys getting all tangled up and having that big one and taking out half of the field. I hate to see that for these guys.
Well, there's always going to be some growing pains when you put new faces in with veterans and guys race around each other, but I don't think it's going to be too awful bad. I mean, watching practice, most of these guys have figured out how to draft, so I think we're going to see some pretty good racing.
You know what I thought it was so cool today, Rudy? When we had a new driver join today and says to me, I've been looking around for a lead, he says, Ed, and your maximum speed popped up on when I was looking, and I was looking over your stats. He says, that's the lead I want to join in. And boy, I tell you, that made me feel good when he said that to me.
Oh, for sure, yeah. Yeah, definitely a good league here that these guys are really, I think they're really proud to be a part of, and, you know, a lot of the guys. And, you know, as much as we talk about it, you know, trying to keep tempers under control is a big thing. You know, not so much maybe at a big track like this here, but it seems like some of the shorter tracks, some of the guys do have a little bit of a temper, but they get it under control, and they'll be all right.
Well, you can't put 30 grown men in the same room and not have a little friction. Just ain't gonna work.
That's right. All right, some times coming in now. Stephen Hollingsworth up on the top there with a 51.581. Robert Craze with another good lap. Shane Halter, Matthew Breckel. We've seen a lot of guys that have not punched it up there to that top just yet, but we've got guys like Sean Butler, William Kirk, Michael D'Amico that can put it up there in the top, and I expect them to see them up there in the top 5.
Oh, look at Jared Akey, man. Dropped up to the top, the 4th.
Yes, sir.
4th in place.
Not a bad lap for their first lap, but we're going to start seeing this as the second lap comes in, the money lap. We're going to have to, these guys are going to really turn up the heat now. William Kirk coming in with a 495. Look at Gary Lowe coming in with a 51.473. That is just hot right there. Definitely one you guys want to watch out for. I do broadcast for another league that he's in. He's in with Tommy Lee and Travis Townsend and them. And he is definitely one to watch out for. He can turn the awesome laps, and he loves these super speedways. He kind of reminds me of another Dave Swindell. Dave Swindell, he knows these super speedways up and down and left and right, and he's very good. But look at them top 5. Look at that, all within about 26 1/1000ths of a second. That's amazing.
It sure is, Rudy. Oh, Rudy and Roger, you got a pick tonight for tonight's winning?
I was just getting ready to set that up and say we're going to do this every Tuesday night pre-race after qualifying before they take the green flag. The 3 of us are going to sit up here every week and pick a winner.
That's right.
I'll let you guys do the first picks. Roger? Everybody's afraid.
Man, it's going to be difficult for me. I mean, this is a super speedway track, and it's really good. I tell you who I'm going to go with just because I know how he does that super speedway stuff. I'm going with the 7 truck, Brandon Thomas. He always finds a way at these super speedways to get to the front.
That's a good pick. Very good pick. Ed?
Oh boy, they're all good drivers here. I think I'm going to go with the 88, Sean Butler.
All right. Well, I'm going to kind of put a dark horse out here. Not really a dark horse, but a good driver, Dustin Lee. Dustin Lee is one that will be here at the end, and I'll tell you what, guys, he knows how to get around these super speedways.
Oh, he sure does, Rudy.
I think we're just going to call Ed Captain Obvious. I think that's just what we're going to call him now. He picks the obvious pick every time.
All right, well, let's get down here and run over the qualifying order. As the guys are getting ready to take the grid here, Gary Lowe on the pole with a 51.472 in the number 38. Dustin Lee going to be starting second. Why am I not? Why am I not? There we go. Wow, that was weird. The thing kind of froze up on me there for a second. All right, let's try this again. Gary Lowe starting on the pole here. We're going to go to a different view, though. All right, Dustin Lee starting second. Tommy Lee starting third in the number 33. William Kirk going to be starting fourth in the number 99. Travis Townsend fifth in the number 83. Stephen Hollingsworth starting on the outside of him in the number 55 in sixth place. Danny McCoon starting seventh in the number 77. Timothy Lewis in the number 80 or in the number 4 starting eighth. In ninth spot, the number 41 of Christopher Perryman. In 10th, the number 5 of Dave Langman. Roger?
Starting 11th will be the 85 truck of Stephen Pearson. On his outside, the 75 of Mike Villeneuve. Starting 13th will be the 88 of Sean Butler. 14th will be the 69 of Jared Akey. Starting 15th, the 17th of Matthew Breckel. 16th, the 13 of Frank G. 17th, the number 7 of Brandon Thomas. 18th will be the 62 of Michael D'Amico. 19th will be Chuck Scull in the 15th. And 20th position is held by the 22 truck of Ryan Eckstein. Ed? Poor Rudy.
I guess
Well, where we leave off?
21.
21.
Oh, 21. So 21, Ken O'Brien running the 84 truck tonight. We got, what is it, Shane Hedler? Halter, yeah. The number 12 truck. 23rd, Robert Craze, driving the 00. 24th spot goes to Mike Vane. 25th spot, Mike Ellis. 26th spot, oh, he's not in. Andrew Williams. No, I had to slow down. Sorry, Rudy. 26th spot. 27th spot goes to Donald King. The 29th spot goes to Steve Hurst. The 30th spot goes to Teddy Winsky. The 31st spot goes to Douglas Winters.
All right, good deal. Yeah, you're definitely going to have to fix that mic, Ed. It's like really, I don't know, really low or
It's got a thump in it.
Yeah. I don't know what's going on with it, but... All right, so we're back up here to our leader, Gary Lowe, going to be bringing them down. And Ed, you want to call this down for us as they're coming around out of turn 4?
Rudy. Sorry about that, guys. A little dibble there. Hey, pace car's in.
Dang it.
Green flag waves, guys. Boogie, let's go racing, guys.
And we had a little bump and grind before the green dropped, and now we got a bunch of guys that just checked up on the start way at the back.
All right, so Gary Lowe trying to pull out there, and Tommy Lee trying to suck right up on the back bumper of that truck. Travis Townsend behind him, Dustin Lee on the high side. Those guys working really good up there together. William Kirk trying to help him out, giving him a shove. Stephen Hollingsworth up there with him in the number 55. Trying to get something working on this high side. Ed, we always talk about this high side. We got 4 trucks here, nose to tail. Can they pull away?
I think they can if they stay in line there, but you've got some drivers that are pulling out of line to get so much wind draft off the back of these trucks, Rudy, and they're getting out of placement. They've got to stay in line. You don't have to be on the guy's bumper, but try to stay in line, and that high side will move forward.
Well, we've got Gary Lowe, and looks like Tommy Lee now starting to pull away from the field out front there. These fixed setups, I don't think is going to allow you to pull away by a whole lot here, because Travis Townsend coming up right behind him, and Danny McCoon, those two hooked up really well. Have caught up to them.
And the willingness to push the entire way and trade every 2 laps is the only way you can break away here. And you know, I mean, it just doesn't make a whole lot of sense with 75 laps to go to take that chance of blowing that motor early.
Dustin Lee has fallen back to the 7th place now, but working with, looks like he may be working with Christopher Perryman up on the high side.
I'll tell you who's about to be the odd man out in that group, and that's Travis Townsend. The teammates are right there, 77 and the 85. If those two hook up together, they will leave the 83 alone, and they will work together.
Yeah, he seems to be hanging right onto the back bumper of Tommy Lee, doing real well. But Christopher Perryman and Dustin Lee moving up there. Dustin getting out there, getting a little air in that radiator, getting ready to push him again. But they need a couple trucks up there to help them, but we've got a couple coming up behind them.
Is that the 9 truck? William Kirk?
Number 4, I believe it is.
It might be the Ford Timothy Lewis.
Yeah, Timothy Lewis now trying to get up through here. And if they can get up onto the tail there of Christopher Perryman and Dustin Lee as they switched up here, they may be able to do something. definitely the field's getting.
Oh,
Oh,
he
they're
got
in
the
the
bump.
front.
Kept it off the track.
Very low getting a hook job there on that. What?
Yeah, that was him and Tommy got together. I don't know how that happened.
Well, let's go back and take a look at that because that looked really bad.
Sure was. Looked like Tommy Lee there gave him a little hook there and spun him around. Bring it in the pit, or are you going to keep it out? It looks like he's going to bring it in the pit.
He moved out of line right there. He moved up like he was trying to catch an angle at entry on turn 3 there, and you open the door for somebody like a Tommy Lee, and he's going to go ahead and go right through it. And when Lowe came back down, Tommy was already there.
Yes, sir. That's exactly what happened. Tommy was
No
right
caution
there.
on that either.
No, that's going to be bad for them too. So Tommy Lee hooking Gary on that. Doggone, that's too bad. These guys trying to make it to pit road to get that thing fixed up. But
And in all that melee, Christopher Perryman took over the lead.
Yes, sir. He's got a great lead out there. Timothy Lewis up on the high side, guys. Have you seen this?
Yeah, we have, Rudy.
He is doing really good. Timothy's come a long ways. I believe he's got a new setup, new wheel. He's got 3 monitors, and he is just loving life right now.
If those two, if Langman and Lewis can stay nose to tail right there and anticipate each other's moves, they can work past this line of cars. You can be faster with 2 cars on the outside. If you stay completely hooked up, you can go on by. They can take this lead right here.
Timothy Lewis is out in lead right now, but we don't know until we get up on that front stretch.
They have not cleared them to drop down in front of Christopher Perryman, but now it looks like Langman may have checked up just a little bit there, try to get a little air in that radiator. Could be running hot.
Yeah, that's the trouble with that, Rudy. When you don't got 4 cars up there helping them out, taking all that, pushing power, and those trucks overheat quick.
Dustin Lee kind of backed off of the back bumper of Christopher Perryman a little bit there to get some air into that radiator. And Travis Townsend hanging on in third saying, what are you backing off for? Because he can't see up ahead of him, doesn't know what's going on. Let's ride along here with Timothy Lewis and watch this battle going on here with these guys. It looks like a great battle. Boy, I'll tell you what, Christopher Perryman and Dustin Lee just blew by Timothy like they were shot out of a gun, man. I'm telling you what, they were really power moved right by him.
But the problem is, Rudy, they're both drivers who are sitting in the back pushing like heck, and they're both overheating, so they can't really move nowhere. If I was the driver, I'd be up on the high side looking for somebody to go on the high side to draft with. Sure
thing, yeah. Let's take a look back. We've got, of course, Gary Lowe being way back there now. I'm showing him back in the 30th position, him and Tommy Lee, 29th and 30th. After that near fatal collision right there. Let's check back here. Looks like Gary Lowe may be a lap down now. And Tommy Lee about to go a lap down.
Sure is. He's up on that high side, Rudy.
And he does go a lap down as Timothy Lewis goes by him. They go 3 wide going through the tri-oval. So two guys a lap down now.
Well, I'm watching these guys, and I'll tell you what I've seen, and they've swapped what they were doing before. One group was pushing on the straightaway, and the other group was pushing in the corners, and now they've swapped in the group. Oh, we got a wreck at the back.
No caution?
No caution. I don't really know who that is. Mike Ellis was spinning back there. That's who that was. Off of turn 2.
Right on him right now. Let's take a look here. Looked like he might have been pushing with Michael D'Amico here.
Oh, wow. He got D'Amico loose, and D'Amico came across and yanked the nose of that truck with him when he went back up the track. D'Amico's damaged down the right side.
Right on him right now showing this, but
I don't know what's going on.
Caution is out.
Now. Oh boy, that was pretty bad. Where was the caution at now?
I don't know, but I just can't tell. It was out towards the front, the leader.
Perryman was gone for a second. That was a big wreck right there. I see it now.
It looked like maybe Sean Butler was in it. Yeah, Sean Butler was in it.
Yep. Yes, he sure was.
Okay, let's go back and take a look at this.
Looks like he had damage prior to this. Oh, a little bit of net coding, and he went down in that corner and kind of moved down, and the 77 of McCune moved up at the same time. And wow, yeah, that's a pretty good wreck. Turn one took out a bunch of trucks.
All right, so the first caution of the day out on lap number 11, I believe, 10 or 11.
Lap 10, yeah. Shane Halter's in that. Ryan Eckstein was in that.
Trying to get to it here. I think it's coming into turn 1 and 2. Oh, yeah. Oh, Danny McCoon come up. A lot of net coating in that. Oh,
there was a huge gap between them, wasn't there, Rudy?
Yeah, they were like 2 feet apart.
Yeah, there's a long ways away.
Yep. So, oh, man. Well, that's
Brandon Thomas was in that. Got a little damage. About 6 trucks got a little damage out of that. A couple of them really extensive.
Don't see Sean Butler. He may have had to tow. Yes, he did. He had to tow. So, all right. So let's get back up here to our leader. All right. Why did I go to that? Christopher Perryman. As he brings them around here to catch up to the pace car. And let me know, Roger, if you see anybody else coming down pit road, because it looks like all of our leaders are staying out.
Looks to me like William Kirk is the first to take. Danny McCune. Jared Akey, who's got major damage and he's smoking, but that's the way he likes his truck anyway.
Yep.
Good.
Likes his truck like he likes his hot dog, burnt and smoldering. Ryan Eckstein, Kevin O'Brien, Robert Craze, Stephen Hurst. All of them on pit road. Several of them with damage, major damage.
Well, that could play into their hands pretty good because they're going to be off a pit strategy from our leaders. The leaders are going to have to come down pit road eventually. And they've already got 11, 12 laps on worth of gas used out of that truck, so they're going to definitely have to stop before these guys.
And we're talking about 35, 7 laps max. You could make it, I think.
Yeah.
So, I mean, we're looking at a 2-stop race to begin with. We're still looking at a 2-stop race. We're just looking at completely different pit strategies now. Now you're going to have guys on lap 33 to 37 and guys pitting on lap 43 to 47.
But look at this, guys. Timothy Lewis up here in second place. Woohoo! Go get him, Timothy. I think he's, or maybe he's in the lead. I'm not sure. I'm not sure if he was.
Perryman stayed out. Perryman stayed out. He's still in the lead.
Yeah, but Timothy Lewis is ahead of him, isn't he?
I don't believe so.
I'm showing him ahead of him. He may have had a nose on him when that caution came out. He might have had a nose ahead of him.
Yeah, maybe it hasn't cycled yet. I was still showing Perryman, but it does look like Lewis is in front of him.
Yeah. Well, we'll see when they come to the line here just how close it's going to be. And who is going to be our leader.
Something's messed up with the iRacing tonight, Rudy, or something going on.
Yeah, I don't know. It's kind of acting weird tonight, but it could be.
We got more takers on pit road.
Could be the server.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, Christopher Perryman should be in the back towards our leader should be
Chady Wisniewski, Brandon Hurst, Brandon Thomas, Dustin. Maybe I don't think Dustin came in. There's a bunch of guys came in right there.
William Kirk. Yeah, these guys are all on pit road here.
Donald King.
Be a last minute stop, guys.
McCune. Some of these guys were in before.
Yeah, giving up track position for this, so Timothy Lewis is our leader. Good to see Timothy up there in the front, though.
It sure is. It's been a long time since he's been up in front, Rudy. Hey guys, how's my mic working? A little better?
Yeah, sounds a little better.
Yeah, you sound a whole lot better right now. I don't hear that thump, thump, thump every time you talk.
Dave Langman, look at Dave Langman starting in, we're going to be restarting in the third position. Dustin Lee fourth, Travis Townsend in your top five right there. Stephen Pearson now up to sixth, Stephen Hollingsworth seventh. We could have the Stephen and Stephen show going on there. Matthew Breckel up to eighth, Mikey V ninth, and Frank Gramuglia in your top 10 right there. So a good bunch of guys up in the front right now. A couple of them that weren't up in the front earlier now up into the front. So Mike Vining in 11th, Chuck Scala 12th, Douglas Winters 13th, Jared Akey 14th, Ryan Eckstein 15th, Kevin O'Brien 16th, Mike Ellis up to 17th, Teddy Wisniewski 18th, Andrew Williams 19th, and Donald King rounding out the top 20. Looks like Michael D'Amico one lap down.
Tommy Lee was our lucky dog on that caution right there. And, man, he had just barely gotten lapped right there. That was a big break for him.
But
yeah, it sure was, Roger.
Don't see is Michael on the track here.
No, I think Michael went in, didn't he? Really, no.
Yeah, he's back out on the track.
He's coming up to the tail end of the field right now.
I'm showing him a couple laps down. One lap down, but
28th?
Yeah, 28. So, all right. Let's get back up here to our leader, Timothy Lewis. And they're getting ready to come around here. And Ed, you want to call her down for me again, buddy?
I sure can, Rudy.
Get this thing underway again here. Going to be taking the green on lap 15 when they come by. Out of 75. Timothy Lewis, I'm just so glad to see him up in the front here. I hope it works out and he stays up there for a while anyhow. But he's got a great challenge on the outside right there with Christopher Perryman and Dustin Lee. Those two were working together a little while ago, and I'm telling you what, they were fast.
Well, you know, his partner's right behind. Langman is right behind him, and that's who he was working with right before we got there. So they're still paired up just like they were.
All right, well, we're going to have to see. Like you said, Travis Townsend could be the guy left hanging to dry here.
Yeah, because Pearson and Breckel were working until they got up there to that top five, and Pearson started working with McCune at that point.
Well, McCune's back, or clear back in 23rd, I'm showing him in now.
He was part of that wreck, or brought out the caution.
Okay, pace cars in, Rudy. Green flag waits. Boogie, 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 guys. Let's go racing.
Nice even start there.
Yeah, no checking up there at all, Roger.
Not this time.
Ooh, left the lead with that bump off the back of Christopher there, boy. Just shook his car, truck all the heck.
6th and 8th place did not get good restarts, and they're both getting past. Like they're sitting still right now. They might have to find a hole to get down quick if they want to stay in this.
Timothy's still out in the lead, though. Langman pushing the daylights out of him on that low side. And Timothy loving every second of this right now, I can tell you. He is just eating this up. I bet she smiles from ear to ear.
You bet that right, Rudy.
He is very, very happy with his setup now. I talked to Timothy the other day, and he's like a kid in a candy store with that new setup now. He He's got 3 monitors, and he said there's nothing like it, man. It's like you're right in the cockpit of a truck, you know?
Oh, that's awesome.
Yeah, so I'm very happy for him. He's finally got everything, his graphics and monitors, and new wheel, and he's got everything up to snuff now, right up the top notch.
Whole lot of bumping and grinding going on here right at the back of the field. We got one on the apron. We've had 2 in the fence. Man, these guys were bumping each other up.
What's going on? Matthew Breckel falling way back here to 17th after he restarted, in the 7th place. Back here working with the 48 of Douglas Winters. Douglas Winters running pretty good up here. One of our new rookies in the league, and bought the track the other day because he wanted to race in it, and here he is running in the 17th spot now. As Matthew falls back to the 19th, but those two working together. Mike Vining up here working, looks like maybe, I'm not sure who he's working with right at the moment. That's Mike Vining in the 19. Oh, he was right there. Okay, got it. Working with Frank G. Frank G right there behind him in the 13. Let's check in here. Dustin Lee running in 5th. Dustin having a pretty good day, just trying to hang in there. My pick for the win here tonight. But him and Christopher Perryman, I think, just kind of wanting to ride these laps out for a little while. Everybody getting kind of single file in this front group.
Yeah, it's 11 truck breakaway from that bunch. It's running 12th on back, and they're about, 2.5 seconds back of 11th place?
Yeah, they're coming. Dustin Lee and Christopher Perryman getting a run on the high side. Look at this, guys. Look at the power move they're making. And they have got a super move coming up on the high side. Look at this, guys. This is amazing. The run that they got was just amazing. Definitely those two, you don't want to count them out. They're going to be there at the end, I believe.
45's on the apron. Got loose. Saved it.
Back here, Andrew Williams. Okay, yeah. And that's going to cost him a lot of momentum, Ed.
Oh, it sure is, man. I saw him, and he was pushing him, and he got on the apron, and he couldn't get it back up. And the trucks all went up a little bit high, and he just kept on the apron. Don't take nobody out. That was awesome, and good driving by him.
Well, let's go back here. Steve Hurst, no partner with Steve Hurst. Kind of just trying to hang in the draft of Kevin O'Brien, and not sure if that's William Kirk working together or Rush. Might be Rush. William Kirk and Kevin O'Brien working together. Andrew Williams here, no partner. Brandon Thomas in 21st. These guys way back, away from the leader, 7.5 seconds behind the leader.
Well, I talked about that too, Rudy. I mean, these guys are fighting each other. They shall stay in line. You catch that leader quicker, but they're just fighting each other on the high side, low side. They're not in line, so you're not going to catch the leader by racing that hard.
Definitely. Let's look here. Mikey V. Ooh, what happened there? This doggone thing. Giving me headaches. Mikey Villeneuve here running in the 9th position. Mikey having a good day out here. Him and Mike Ellis around each other. These guys have raced together for quite some time. So we're getting quite the mixture of new guys that are running up here in the front, showing their stuff.
Well, and that group is that was separated, 6 trucks, and then the 5 is back to being 11 trucks again.
Yeah, this is great. They have really pulled away from the rest of the field by a lot. I wanted to get back up here. Let's take a look here. Our leader up front, Timothy Lewis, has now led 10 laps, guys. I believe he's only been the second leader. Gary Lowe led 3. That's all I
Christopher,
see.
what happened to Christopher Perryman? They just dropped right off there. He just fell back in line on the low side here, I see.
Yeah, I think these guys wanting to ride it out a little bit. I think.
Yeah, that's a good call by these drivers. You know, I mean, there's no reason to rush and try to lead the first, second, third, fourth, or half of the race. I mean, till you get to the end of the race, five laps to go, really, then race it out.
Timothy Lewis now has led 11 laps, the most of anybody. Christopher Perryman's led 8, and Gary Lowe's led 3. So Timothy, I'm sure, has got the big old smile on his face right now.
Oh, you know he does.
I'd like to see Timothy win it tonight. One that we didn't even bring up when we were doing our picks. And, you know, this could be the dark horse of the race right here, Timothy Lewis, with that new setup. And, you know, it's something that I actually kind of forgot about, guys, that he does have a new setup. And he said his racing has improved tenfold. So we might be looking at a potential winner here tonight.
Yeah, tough on that, really.
Well, this group in the back has started to string out a bit, and they just won't quit racing each other. I think they'd have a chance if they'd all bundle back up. They might have a chance to catch up to that group in the front, but they just want to race each other so much, and they just keep falling further and further behind.
Is that from like 12th on back?
Yeah, I've just been kind of steady watching from Jared Akey on back, and the only two making a move are the 77 and the 07 of McCune and Thomas. Everybody else, they're just kind of racing each other, and they're losing ground.
Yeah, that's what I talk about, Roger, all the time. You got to catch these three pack cars way up in front. These guys are racing it hard against each other. They should be in a line like these guys are. You want to catch that pack, it's the only way you can do it.
Jared Akey working with the lap down truck there of Gary Lowe. And hopefully them guys are in communication, because I know I you know, not to cut Rush down, but I have a little difficulty staying on his bumper. And I don't know why. I'm not saying it's him. It could be me. But I have a lot of difficulty staying on his bumper. Oh, and it looks like maybe Gary Lowe may have dumped Rush off right there. Rush looking for a new partner now.
I don't think that was intentional. I think they went to do a switch, and I think
Ryan
Eckstein just decided, hey, I'm going with this guy because he's passing and he's going forward, and I want to try somebody new.
Well, Rush may have picked up a new partner there. Can't make out the number on his truck.
Donald King.
Don King.
Is it Donald King? Yeah.
Don King sporting a new paint job out there. Let's take a look at his truck. I wanted to look at it kind of up close.
Well, that group back there is actually starting to come back together, just like that group up front did. Now, if they can all work together, they might be able to catch back up to that leader. We might have one big pack again before we, once we come out of pit stops, everything might be a wad again, you know.
He's driving the MaxSpeedTV truck. It looks like a brand new paint job on boy. I'm going to tell you what, that's a sharp looking paint job on Don King's truck there. I don't know, did he paint that himself, Ed, or did you have a little help in that?
3 wide and turn 2.
Ed?
Go ahead, Lee.
Don King's truck, did you paint that?
No, I did not do that truck at all.
Wow, I wonder who did that. Man, that's nice looking.
Maybe, let me do this. Let me up to my trade paint. Can I show him the Jared in the car?
Yeah, Rush is driving, the truck he's driving actually looks pretty cool. That's the one you painted for.
That's a new Trojan truck. What did you hear? A trucker's butt in the back tailgate.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I'm going to go check that out. Trucker's butt. Suppositories. Oh, my God. Oh, my God. That's unbelievable. Well, Rush not running too bad in the 16th place, but doing pretty good. I'm proud of Rush. You know, he's always one that, you know, we always get we razz him about can't drive that thing unless it's got dents all over it. But you know what? He likes a clean truck too.
Oh yeah. Yep, that is the truck I painted, Rudy, for him.
Don?
Yes, Don King's truck. Yep.
Okay, well that's nice. I like that.
It came out pretty good. He liked it too.
Oh yeah, that's nice looking. All right, let's get back up through the field here. Ryan Eckstein now in 15th. In the number 22, they're pushing Gary Lowe, which Gary is running in the 27th position, first truck a lap down. So there's some good side-by-side, almost three-wide racing going on back here in the field. Brandon Thomas, Danny McCoon, William Kirk. But up here in the front now, we've got these front 11 going around here that they've been going around for quite a few laps now. And here we are coming to lap 30 already, guys.
And we're getting close to green flag pit stops for a bunch of these guys that have stayed out on that last caution.
That's for sure. Yeah, we've got a bunch of them. The only one in that top 11 right there that did pit was Mike Ellis. So I'm not sure if we'll see him stay out there.
Stephen Pearson pitted.
Maybe to lead a lap or what, but Stephen Pearson, I'm not showing that he pitted.
No pit? I thought I saw his truck on pit road at last pit. I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm not showing that he pitted.
I think maybe Mike Vining, did he pit?
No.
Wow, man, I thought I saw all those trucks on pit road on that last one. I called out so many names I can't remember.
Yeah, the only one that pitted was Mike Ellis.
Wow.
Out of the top 11.
Well, when pit stops come, he's going to be a lonely driver for about 3 laps, and then he's going to get inhaled.
Unless he decides to come down pit road with these guys.
Well, that would not make any. That would make a 3-stop race. That would really not make a whole lot of sense to me.
Well,
and he's got a chance for these guys to have to come in on about lap 65 again. For him to be able to stay out if he runs his full fuel, that doesn't make any sense to me. But you never know.
Well, you know, I don't know. I think I would stop with them, and the reason being that way I would stay on the pace with them. I've got trading paints, updating paints right now.
Hey, Rudy, just looking over that there.
All right.
I'm going to keep an eye on him. He's talking to his partner right now. A couple laps are going to be going in, Rudy.
All right. Yeah, the guy right ahead of Mike Ellis, Stephen Hollingford, his paint just keeps blinking white and then back on, then white and then back on. I don't know. Something going on.
I saw that during practice, Rudy.
It's weird. He's running another MaxSpeedTV truck out there, so and running in the 6th spot. So good job for Stephen. Timothy Lewis has now led 20 laps so far, coming to 21.
Don't look now, boys, but from 18th on up is going to be in this group right here as we get ready to go to pits.
Oh man, I'm telling you, yeah,
they're here.
They're there.
So, well, you know what I just told those guys a little earlier. Really, instead of fighting you guys are fighting each other. To get in a line, man, you'll catch those leaders and guess what? They're on their way.
Yes, sir. William Kirk. He's got caught back up now. Back here, Danny McCoon and crew, they're catching up. Yeah, so this back part of the field is pulling up closer. And this could be an absolute amazing race here as all these guys start to get caught back up.
I think we're going to see pit stops right here this lap.
Leaders are pitting this lap, Woody.
Let's watch as Timothy Lewis is going to bring him down pit road here. Not sure if we're going to see everybody's going to break off. Here we go. Pit roads. Oh, we've got a couple guys that are going to stay out. But Timothy Lewis and his partner there, Langman, are coming down pit road.
Oh, we got a caution. Why they hit
caution is out right as they hit pit road.
They need to go right on through pit road. Don't even stop. Oh, don't stop.
Well, they may have to. They may not have a choice.
Yeah, they'll be all right, though, because, see, the other guys are going to have to stop. They'll still be on the lead lap.
Yeah, most everybody will stop. They'll get a stay. They'll probably get to go back to the front.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, they'll be back up to the front. So this actually probably worked out in their favor.
Let's go see what brought the caution out, guys.
I'm trying to see what brought the caution out. I don't see anything.
Look at the number 44. Got the
Number 44, yeah. Let's go back and take a look here.
He's got dent in the back of the truck. I think something to do with a checkup. I heard him over say, "Yep, that's what it was." That's what it was.
Oh wow, yeah. Yeah, that was a big crash. Looked like maybe he just barely checked into the back of Eckstein, turned Eckstein a little, and Eckstein come across and got him into the wall.
Watching it now as Michael D'Amico was right on his back bumper. Oh, Michael might have caught him. And look,
Yeah, you know what? It is.
Michael, I think, actually caught the back bumper of his truck.
Yep.
But that's the kind of things that happen out here, though. Okay, it looks like Christopher Perryman going to be our leader, and they're all coming down pit road here, guys.
Wow. That's a pretty hard impact right there for D'Amico.
Yeah, it was. Man, that was really hard. Luckily for resets. Christopher Perryman already going off the pit road. Travis Townsend behind him. Stephen Hollingsworth. Dustin Lee. We got a bunch of them already going away. Tommy Lee heading out. Tommy Lee really late getting off. So everybody looked like a lot of them just taking fuel only, guys. I'm showing William Kirk going to be our new leader now. William Kirk, one of them ones that he's actually pitted 3 times now. So he's probably out there with full fuel everything. So let's see how he can do out there in the front now. Langman coming out ahead of Timothy. I'm showing Timothy Lewis in 3rd, but I don't see Timothy here. I see Timothy.
He's not in 3rd. He's back quite a ways, actually.
No,
he can't. Yeah, no, actually, I guess he is. Those trucks in front are some lap trucks, right, and the wave around truck, which I haven't seen the wave around, but I think it's supposed to be the 88 truck that was showing Butler. I just haven't seen that wave around yet.
Yeah. Timothy Lewis is in 3rd.
Yeah, I do see that 4th. Now.
All right, Travis Townsend, Christopher Perryman's 3rd. Timothy Lewis is going to start 2nd.
William Kirk going pit road?
He must have went on pit road.
He did. He's pulling in a stall right now.
All right, so he must have said, well, if these guys are all going to have a full tank of fuel, I guess I better have it too. So, all right, so Timothy Lewis going to be starting 2nd right behind Dave Langman. Dave Langman up there in the top spot. And those two being teammates, it might be a chore for them two to get hooked back up together.
Let me blow that strategy right out of the water right here. I figured it out real quick. Him and Sean Butler were working together, worked their way from 7 to 8 seconds back to being right on the back of this 11 truck group right before pits. Sean Butler pitted on the last caution before this one. He's going to have about 10 or 12 laps of fuel. Kirk's going to go to the back because Butler's going to get waved around. I'll bet if you watch, and about lap 45 to 48, they pit together. Kirk takes a splash and go while Butler fills up. They come out and work on drafting again. That'll put them on a different strategy than the rest of the group, and they'll be right back in the mix at the end of this.
You could be right. This could get very interesting. You know, these guys have communicated their strategies. They're in separate rooms in TeamSpeak, talking amongst themselves. They know what they're going to be doing. We don't. So, yeah, this could be interesting.
Well, I know in this situation, if I was one of the guys, the last 5-6 cars out here on the track, I'd turn my tires off. I'd put about 3 gallons on it. I'd run about 5 laps under green, and I'd duck off and top off real quick with a partner and run right back to the front. Right at the end, I'd already be on track at full speed. When these guys were coming back off the pit road, I might have a chance to get ahead of them.
Well, this is going to put Sean Butler and Gary Lowe back on the lead lap. They'll be at the tail end of the lead lap. So 2 tough competitors out here. This could be a really a bad thing for our leaders right now. Because them are
Back
too
up
tough.
to 35. Let me try that. Or 34, I mean.
Do what? Do what, Ed?
I'm sorry, hang on. I'm talking to Kevin. He said he got a black flag or something. He wants to look at the replay.
Should be getting the one to go this time by here, and everybody should start doubling back up, and we're going to get back to green flag racing again here in about another lap or 2. But I'll take a look here real quick. We've had 2 cautions and 5 lead changes, so really not too bad here at Talladega. 37 laps, 36 in the book, coming to 37. So we are at the halfway mark right now. So lots of racing yet to come here, guys. So stay tuned with us here at MaxSpeedTV. You're enjoying the Maximum Speed Racing season opener, season 3 opener. Lots of new folks in here, lots of new trucks, lots of new paint jobs. And we've had some really surprising leaders up here. Right now, Dave Langman, one of our newest members, just joined here today to lead in the race right now. Timothy Lewis in second right there has already led 21 laps, so great job by Timothy out there with that new equipment showing it off, and man, that's impressive. Good job, Timothy. Congratulations on your 21 laps you've led up there. Let's see if anybody's got anything for him to try to beat that to get the most laps this season.
Hey, Rudy and Roger, I'll be right back. I got to run to the grandstand real quick.
Okay. Hey, bring us back a bud, would you?
Okay, buddy.
I hope he don't trip and take out all the fans on his way down.
All right, so Gary Lowe and Sean Butler get their way by here. Looks like they go around. They're going to get caught up to the field, but the lights are off on the pace car, and everybody going to start doubling up. Timothy Lewis going to be restarting on the outside here of Dave Langman. We've got Travis Townsend there, Stephen Hollingsworth, and Mike Ellis is your top 5. Mikey Villeneuve in 6th, Frank G in 7th, Jared Akey up to 8th, Tommy Lee 9th, and Ryan Eckstein taking up the top 10. Donald King 11th, Andrew Williams 12th, Chuck Scala, or 13th, I guess. Chuck Scala's 12th. Not sure. Douglas Winters, one of our new guys up here in the top 15. William Kirk in there. So these guys all ready to mix it up here as they come around. And Roger, if you would, call it down for me, buddy.
You bet, buddy. You know, we still got 27 of these trucks on the lead lap right now.
Yep.
That's still really good because we just went past the halfway point.
Yeah, that's great. I'm only showing about three trucks that are a lap down. Shane Halder, Michael D'Amico is 2 laps down, and Robert Craze is 2 laps down. I don't know what happened to Robert Craze, but he was running so good at the beginning of the race, so I'm not really sure exactly what
Might have had to get towed earlier. All right, buddy, pace car's in.
Go ahead, Roger.
You bet, buddy. Didn't know you were coming back. Green flag's in the air. Put your right foot down. Go maximum speed, fellas.
Timothy Lewis trying to get a run on that high side. Definitely got to have a partner up there, as Stephen Hollingsworth is really trying to get up there with Timothy. Timothy seems to be really fast, and he's going to come down into the low line ahead of Mike Ellis. So Timothy going into the third spot now. Would love to be up there with his partner, I'm sure.
We've already had 3 wide.
Some great racing going on here back in the pack, too.
Sean Butler and William Kirk got hooked up already. They went 3 wide and they're already moved into the top 15.
Tommy Lee and Frank G got together there. Looking at that, man, oh man, that was close. That was really close. And it looks like Frank G gonna get by Tommy Lee. And now Tommy Lee gonna push him. So good racing going on by these guys. Timothy Lewis still hanging on in third spot. Mike Ellis fourth. Rush now in fifth. So Rush having a good day here, keeping that thing straight.
Surprised to see he ain't got dents all over that thing already.
Here you go.
Looking back on Rush from Mike Ellis here. It looks like these guys.
Ooh, Mike Ellis is going to push him up on that high side. You want to go? We're going to go.
Oh boy. Mike Ellis getting pretty gutsy here early on, and man, well, it ain't early now.
You still got 35 laps to go. You still got another pit stop.
Man, he got one heck of a run here, and it looks like they, well, I don't know. Langman fighting back on the low line. Timothy Lewis and Mike Ellis really working this high line, though, really good. And this is what Timothy was good at right here. He can see them trucks out of that third monitor on the left, and he knows how close he can get. And there's nobody that he can get any closer to right there than Travis Townsend, because Travis Townsend holds a very steady, straight line. And I'm telling you what, that's some great side-by-side racing going on right there, guys.
It sure is, Rudy. Awesome job he's doing up there in the front. Trying to make that side draft work.
Absolutely, and that's what you got to do here. You know, we're gonna watch here from Timothy, and just watch how close he does come into the turns here as they're getting ready to go into turn 3. And side draft is so important. Look how close he comes, all within about a couple of feet.
He sure does, but that's how he's gonna give the donuts on his side of his rock.
Oh man, that is just amazing, the racing right there that them guys put. Oh, and Timothy getting dumped off.
Ooh, dumped off, man.
Mike Lewis dumping him off. No.
Oh, ouch.
Mike says, well, I got to go up to the...
Oh, William D. Kirk's going to pull up there in the front, though.
Kirk and Butler, I've been watching them since we dropped the green flag, and they've been waiting for an opportunity to go to the front, get past everybody, but they stalled out right there in that high line when those guys were trying to race side by side. And now it's a little different
like holding the brakes
picture.
back some reason.
Langman still up in the lead. Townsend pushing the daylights out of him. Mike Ellis now third. Hollingsworth falling clear back to the 14th position. What was going on with Hollingsworth there?
I don't know what. I think there was a checkup, and I think he got caught in it.
You know what? These guys are all right here together, though. I've got the top 18 all within a second of the leader.
Oh, looks like Timothy Lewis is stuck in the middle there.
Yeah, he's going 3 wide.
Getting washed up. Left his partner and getting washed up towards the back, guys.
He was going 3 wide down the into the turn, so here he goes again. Up there.
Somebody got a little punched out there, man.
Whoa.
Got against the wall.
Good save. Poor Timothy, man, after running so good up there. Let's go back here and check on one. I wanted to check on Michael D'Amico, still running. He's in this pack right here, even though he's a lap down. He's still running in this pack with these guys. He's running the Arizona Paints Company logo on that truck, and I think he's running pretty good. Maybe 29th, but still out here running.
Yeah, I saw that 45, Andrew Williams there, just come up and give the 4 a bump, man, on the side door there, and brought him up towards the track and in front of the 41, man. Luckily, these guys are Christopher Freeman.
Shane Halder lap down, running in the 28th position. Coming up through the field here a little bit, we've got Kevin O'Brien out here all by himself. The poor Aussie, he's our head admin here. Nobody working with him, man. That's a shame.
It sure is, Rudy.
We got to change that. Too much. He puts too much into this. We got to find him a partner. Him and Steve.
Are we
Hurst.
matchmaking now?
Steve Hurst running back here in the 26th place, 15 seconds behind the leader. Douglas Winters, another one back here running in 25th, 13 seconds behind the leader. And here we are up to 15th, or 24th. Matthew Breckel now back on the lead lap. Matthew's starting to work his way back up through the field.
I tell you, Timothy Lewis took some damage on that whack in the wall back there a few laps ago, and he is dropping way back. He's going to cross the line like 19 and 20 this time.
Well, I think what happened, Roger, is that when the 44 came up, he got some side damage there, and it sold his truck right up.
Gary Lowe there, our pole sitter, running in the 18th position, now trying to get hooked up with Danny McCoon, and those two are trying to march to the front, working on catching that lead pack.
I do believe the 38 is going to be hitting pit road. It's about in that window right here, like I was talking about. Where some of these guys are pitted out.
Roger, he was talking about pitting this lap.
Yeah, he didn't pit last time when he got the wave around, so he's going to be running out of fuel anytime.
Oh boy.
Yeah, 10-4.
He's going to go by himself, I bet.
Yep, he's breaking off right now, and he is coming down pit road, so he is going to be a loner out on that track. His debut race here at Maximum Speed Racing, starting on the pole, happened to pit out of sequence here. Boy, that's going to be costly for him.
Yeah, it sure is,
Got a
guys.
couple of rows of 3 wide up here in this big pack in the front.
I tell you who's moved up, guys. We seen him move up. He started way in the back there. That Donald King.
And he's running towards the front now, about third or fourth, right?
Yeah, he's up in third spot right now, guys.
Yeah, Don King, another great racer out here. He knows how to be patient on these tracks, I'll tell you that.
Yeah, he sure does, Rudy.
Ryan Eckstein up to 11th. Man, there's a gaggle of trucks in this pack. And I'm telling you what, I'm highly commending these guys for their racing abilities up here today. They have proved that right here at Maximum Speed Racing, this is some of the best racing around on iRacing right here.
Oh,
Wreck. Michael D'Amico.
Oh, no.
Turn 2.
Caution is out. Let's take a look.
That'll change.
He was hooked up with somebody there.
I think he was hooked on the back of Stephen Pearson, and then when he comes through the corner, he popped loose. And sometimes that'll make a truck die.
Get in the back of the 62 of D'Amico's truck.
Yeah, if you look at what happened there, D'Amico was running down into the corner, got in the back of the 85 of Pearson. And the 55 of Hollingsworth got him in the back when it broke his momentum. There really wasn't anything Hollingsworth could do.
Nope, you're right. That's what I talk about guys all the time, man. They talk about the checkup. I didn't hear nobody say there's a checkup, and now somebody gets run over.
Well, I don't think officially there was a checkup, Ed. I just think that they ran up. he ran up on him so fast that, you know, with that air pushing him from Hollingsworth right behind him, I don't think there was a checkup.
Yeah,
I think he just got in there quicker and he thought he was going to
Yep.
bump the back of the 85 truck. You could see the 85 kind of wiggle. And then Hollingsworth, when it broke the momentum of D'Amico, he just bumped the back of him. D'Amico was already out of shape.
yeah, he sure was.
Guys, this is going to change everything here because we're going to see if I think we might see everybody come down on pit road because everybody was going to need one more pit stop.
And Gary Lowe is cheering like no other right now. He's going to be your leader.
Yeah, definitely. That's exactly going to play into his hand right now.
As he had come out, he stayed in front of the leaders. He's coming around. They're all going to be going on pit road to get fuel and tires. He's going to come off probably with the lead out of this deal.
You're probably right, Roger.
Yeah, he's the last one on the lead lap right now. This is going to be good for Shane Halter if he can stay out there. He will get away by Michael D'Amico. Man, oh man, he took one heck of a ride. He has been just like punched and beat, like he's just bounced around out there like a ping pong ball. Michael, can you hear us?
Yeah, temporary, Rudy, I got you.
Tell us what happened there, buddy.
Well, you know, Rudy, I really don't know. Some really bad luck tonight. I think it was like Roger was saying. I was kind of pushing somebody, and I was hooked on their bumper, and I think it was Steve Hollingsworth behind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, he kind of got a run at the same time, so he kind of got pinched. Kind of made a sandwich out of me.
Yeah.
I'm tore up. Yeah, I think it's over for me, guys.
Oh man. Well, sorry to hear that.
Yeah, the bad thing about being a sandwich here is usually the meat what gets spits out.
Yep.
The bread on both sides gets to keep going straight, and the meat gets tossed into the fence.
And you were the meat in the middle of the sandwich.
Yeah, I might as well have been. I was a bunch of laps down anyway, but just had a bad night, bad start to the season. But I'm looking forward to the shorter tracks actually.
Yeah, it's still, you know, I think it's still going to be a good season here at Maximum Speed Racing. You know, this really isn't too bad. We've ran 51 laps, and I believe this is caution number 3. We've had some really good green flag runs, some great battles. We've seen 3 wide. So, yeah, it's going to be a heck of a season here at Maximum Speed Racing.
Yeah, there's some really good drivers out there tonight. I mean, all season long you're going to see some really good drivers, but you know, it's Talladega, man. Things happen. Some of the best of them don't finish, so.
Yeah, you're right. I didn't have the schedule with me right there, but you know, we shortened up the season here by quite a bit. We're only running a 12-race season, and the drivers this season we added something new into it. They do get a drop. So if something, you know, you have a bad week, maybe this will be your bad week, Mike, when you get to drop this race. And you know, so it's not over for you by any means, you know.
Oh no, it's never over for anybody. I mean, all you gotta do is, I mean, really be at all the races to really be up there. It's all about showing up and being there, most part of all of it.
Well, we're seeing some different strategies going on here. Langman staying out, Townsend staying out, Don King staying out. We've got all these guys up front here staying out.
I was getting ready to say, am I crazy, or did like the front 12 trucks not pit?
You know, Sean Butler back up to 9th place. Wow. And he's had 7 pit stops tonight. Trying to get that truck fixed up and get it back up into the mix of this. And here he is, did I say he was starting in the 9th place?
9th?
Yep, 9th
Yeah,
place.
I just don't see how some of these guys are going to make this. I mean, it's at least 35 or 36 laps. I mean, even though we're under caution, I mean, I don't know that you can make 4 laps of fuel or 3 laps of fuel. I don't know. Maybe they can. Maybe they're turning them off while we're riding around. I'm not cockpitting everybody, so I can see what they're, you know, if they got RPMs or not. But some guys are going to be running out of gas coming off turn 4. Maybe this might get really exciting.
Yeah. one I'm kind of looking for here to maybe sneak into the mix, Timothy Lewis again. I'd still like to see him get back up here. He's going to be restarting in 23rd, just coming off of pit road. Had a pretty good pit stop, 14.4 seconds. Brandon Thomas going to be restarting behind him at a 17-second pit stop. Wow. Kevin O'Brien was on pit road. Douglas Winters, Steve Hurst, and Shane Halter. All these guys on the lead lap. Looks like right now everybody is on the lead lap except for Robert Craze. Robert Craze is 5 laps down.
Wow.
I don't know how he got 5 laps down, but
Yeah, that's a bunch of laps.
yes, sir. I don't think he's going to get that many way bys.
Well, right before we took the last green flag, he was 2 laps down.
Yeah, I'm not sure, but I think he might be sitting on pit road right now. No, he's out. He's back out on the track. Sorry. But Don King running in the 3rd spot. Look at that. That brand new MaxSpeedTV truck that Ed painted for him. And that thing is just beautiful.
Yeah, congratulations, Don King, man, out there running the way he is tonight.
Yeah, he must be sober tonight.
He's one of them guys that just hates Talladega too, you know.
Yeah, well, you gotta love to hate it, you know. And as much as you hate it, he's got to, try to keep this thing. I think Don he's looking for a good season this year, and I think he's really going to try to get up into the hunt early on and get some points on the board.
Oh yeah, he's really fired up about this season because he's finally got all his oval tracks and enough to run a full season. So he's geared up and ready to go. I think you're really going to see him do some fantastic racing this season.
Well, Ed, they're getting ready to come around here out of turn 4, and you want to call this down for me, buddy?
You got it, Woody.
I think everybody's out here is having a good time tonight. It looks like a lot of fun racing out there.
Two laps when we take the green.
Those cars going in. Green flag waves again. Let's go racing, guys, again. Boogity, boogity, boogie, let's go racing.
I just noticed something. 28 trucks on the lead lap, guys.
Nice.
And we had 30 start. 30 trucks started. And the only one that's out of the race is Michael D'Amico right now, and Robert Craze is 5 laps down. Everybody else is on the lead lap. 28 of them.
Sweet.
Travis Townsend now looking to take over the lead up on the high side. He gets a great run. Not enough to come down.
Not gonna clear him.
Frank G right there pushing a daylights at him. Tommy Lee dives it down to the bottom, says, "You guys don't need my help up there."
He said, "I can't beat you if I'm not in front of you," is what he said.
Don King hanging on to Langman's tail like glue. I mean, just mirroring his every move around this track.
Well, you probably say it, Roger. If I can't beat him, I might as well join him.
Well, if I can't beat him, I ain't gonna push him. I know he said that.
Don King in second here, really doing great, pushing Langman, keeping him out front. Tommy Lee in third. A lot of trucks in the back there. Roger, what's going on back there? You see a lot of them dancing around.
Yeah. Little bump, little grind, get a guy a little loose. Next thing you know, you got a snake going down the back stretch is what really happened there.
I'm seeing Hollingsworth way off of the pace, clear back in 28th position. Don't know what happened to him.
The 15 got loose there. The 12 got into the wall that time.
Hollingsworth has extensive front end damage.
Well, he don't seem to be running too bad. I mean, the damage looks kind of minimal to me, but Well, I don't know. Hard to tell. You know, I'll go down here.
He took 2 shots there coming off of turn 4, and it's got the right front fender all wrinkled up, and it's got the splitter all jacked up. He's got gaps everywhere.
Dang, I see that now. Yep. Now that's too bad. Because Steven was definitely one that I was going to say to watch out for up here to win this thing today.
Don King just hanging onto the back of that guy. He's really in a good position right now. You need to be up front right now.
Now that top 13 has gapped the rest of the field by about 2 seconds.
Definitely, yeah. Yeah, he is really putting it out there. Tommy Lee not letting them get away too far, though. Don King's right where he wanted to be because he wants to be on TV. And he's on TV.
Big wreck down the backstretch.
We got a wreck.
Gary Lowe and I believe it was Teddy Wisniewski. Maybe not. Maybe it was the 17 truck of Matt Breckle.
Gary Lowe, number 38. Gary Lowe was involved in that.
I can't find it.
Yeah, it looks like Breckle just kind of moved down on him. He was trying to side draft him, or he thought he was going to clear him early, and just got into the right rear corner of that truck and just turned him down the back straightaway in front of a bunch of cars.
I might be lap back too far, but we'll watch here and see how this all transpired. But it's too bad for Gary Lowe getting into it again. He was running back quite a ways back. Oh, he got a great run here going by Danny McCoon.
Yeah, it looks like the number 17 clipped it back to Gary Lowe and turned him around.
And that would have been Matthew Breckle. Many laps down here. Gary Lowe trying to take it 3 wide as they go 3 wide back down the backstretch here. I'm not sure. Maybe, oh yeah, Matthew I think wiggled a little bit. That's all it took. He just wiggled a little tiny bit and caught him in the back corner. They were 3 wide though.
Yep, sure was.
Matthew Breckle on the outside, Gary Lowe in the middle, and Danny McCoon down low. So that was, man, well, that's too bad for Gary. Another one that was kind of thinking maybe had something for these guys. But let's get back up to our leader here, Langman. Well, we'll get there.
Well, I think we don't have to worry about fuel anymore. I think this couple of cautions has extended this enough. These guys will all make it on fuel easily.
Yeah, I don't think that anybody's going to have to stop for tires or fuel or anything. We've got a couple on pit road now. Matthew Breckle looks like, Steve Hurst, Doug Winters, and I think Robert Cray's just now coming off of pit road. Stephen Hollingsworth on pit road.
Yeah, Hollingsworth needed to come in and try to get that front end fixed up.
Definitely. But Langman out here, actually right now, guys, Timothy Lewis has led 22 laps and Langman has led 21. So when he crosses the line, he will have tied Timothy Lewis for leading the most laps.
And speaking of Timothy Lewis, he is running back in 19th.
Yeah, I'd like to see him get that thing back up here and get it into the mix of things. You know, just he's a good racer, and with all that new equipment, man, I want to see him put it to good use.
Well, since he got knocked around a little and got pushed to that back, he just hasn't made that drive forward like he did earlier in the race, and he's running out of laps if he's going to make a run at this.
I bet you he's wishing he had his partner back again.
Yeah, but his partner's leading the race. I don't think you're going to talk that guy into coming all the way back there to get you, though.
No. All right. Well, I'm trying to think if there was anybody else. No, I'm working on a couple things here. Sorry.
Well, we're just waiting to see these last 15 laps here. I think they should get one to go right here.
Probably, yeah, you're probably right.
Yeah, see if we can't get these last 15 laps of green, see what we can do about deciding this thing with a green flag finish here. Now it's 2 to green. So we'll have a 14 lap shootout at Talladega with the trucks. "27 trucks on the lead lap, 28 trucks actually out on the track."
Yeah, that's amazing to see all them trucks still on the lead lap. I mean, this is caution number 4. Yeah, caution number 4 with 16 laps to go right now. And I'm kind of thinking, guys, that this may go green the rest of the way. What do y'all think?
I don't know. We're getting down to crunch time now, and the 3 wides are going to be a little bit, more frequent, and a little bit of push in and a get out of my way.
Yeah.
I would really like to see it stay green. I have my feelings we may see at least one more caution though.
If Don King stays where he's at and gets up there in that last lap, he's got a good chance of winning this thing.
Sure does.
I always want to be the guy in second on the last lap.
But don't count out my pick, Dustin Lee. Don't count him out yet. He's still within striking distance with this many laps. Any one of these top guys here could pull out the win today. And if we did see a wreck up front, hey, somebody from the back could wind up pulling out a win.
Yeah, but Rudy, you picked him and you jinxed him.
Yeah, you're probably right.
It's just like I jinxed Brandon Thomas. I messed his whole night up.
Well, Dustin, he just loves these super speedway races. He eats them up. He just loves them. He told me that one day, and I was like, really? Wow, they're boring, But he loves them.
Well, fans out there, just want to mention to you, Nationwide, the beginning of Nationwide series starting on Thursday night with Don King, Steve Hurst, and Mike Ellis up in the booth. New announcer we got bringing into MaxSpeedTV. Come join us on Channel 2. Subscribe to the channel. You'll be notified when we go live.
Yes, please do. That's twitch.tv/MaxSpeedTV_2. Go to that channel. That's where they'll be broadcasting.
And there will be a lot less cautions because I will be running the cameras instead of being on the track.
There's a silver lining in every cloud, isn't there?
Boy, Ed, they're coming around here. Are you going to call this down for me, buddy, or you want me to do it?
I got it, Rudy. I'm just waiting for the pace car to drop in. The lights are off. I'm going to be glad to go green here.
Make sure. Whoops. What the heck? I hate that when that does that. Every once in a while, this IRTVO kind of messes up on me a little bit. Last night it worked perfect. Tonight it's doing that little glitch thing again. Weird.
Yeah, I notice it has a lot more problems when I'm drinking.
You drink?
Just a little. I only knew one painter that didn't drink, and he couldn't paint either, so.
Only on days that end in Y, huh?
Pace car ducks in. Green flag waves. Here we go, guys. Race. Let's boogie in.
All right, Langman out to a pretty good, strong lead here. Tommy Lee right on his tail. Them guys get these things wound back up to speed. They got to get him back up to about 200 mile an hour here to maintain this top spot. Now approaching 180, getting up there.
Oh, Don King, look on the inside. Boy, took that. That wants that third position.
I think Butler wanted to get hooked up with Kirk, and King knew that. And he said, well, if you're going to come up here, I'm getting away from you and going down there.
Yeah, I'm thinking that Kirk didn't want to get hooked up with Don.
Uh-oh, yellow.
Easy, easy, easy.
What happened?
Stephen Hurst in the middle of that, I know.
Oh, my, did he ever go for a ride. Chuck Scala into it, too. Let's go here to... let's go to Steve Hurst, and we'll find out what happened to poor Steve Hurst. Because, man, he went for one heck of a ride there on that.
Oh, yeah. Stephen Hollingsworth, he tried to really push the issue down into 3 on Scala, and he ends up collecting himself and Hurst, Scala, and it looks like Kevin O'Brien in that mess.
Looks like that'll put Don King be starting back in the 3rd position to get that lower line.
Oh, okay. Well, all right. Well, Chuck Scala, it looks like Chuck may have come down into Hollingsworth there. Hollingsworth had a nose up under Chuck Scala, and that collects a bunch of them into it. Oh, my. Oh, my. Kevin O'Brien into it. Robert Craze. We're seeing, man, a bunch of them into it here.
It's the big one.
But the one I was kind of looking at here was, I wanted to go back here real quick and show these folks the ride that Steve Hurst took. This was unreal.
Wow, did he take a slide down the top of that safer barrier?
I'm telling you.
Man, oh man.
He said he wasn't feeling good. I imagine he's feeling a lot worse right now.
I'm sure. All right, going into turn 3, here's where you see Hollingsworth and Scala kind of get tangled up together. Steve really trying to get away from it when he sees it all happening out his windshield, and really no place to go, you know. He tries to go to the high side, but boy, by the time he gets up there, everybody else is up there too. Hollingsworth comes right into him. And boy, does he go for a ride up along that fence and on the top of the safer barrier wall.
Right on the driver window.
Oh, my. Oh, man, that was one heck of a ride. I hope he's all right.
Little barf on the dashboard. He'll get it cleaned up, and I'm sure he'll be back out there.
All right, Langman's still up in the lead here. Let's get caught back up to our leader. We've now got 12 laps to go, guys, and I'm not sure exactly how this is going to happen here, but these guys are really going to have to start being a little more careful to get these trucks wound up and get them up to speed and race around here with 12 laps to go. This is, boy, there's only going to be one winner.
You know, guys, I'd sure like to see this whole season go with this many drivers this season. It'd be great.
Oh, yeah.
Well, and you said it, Rudy. There can only be one driver, and all these guys want to be that guy. And so if you leave a crack in the door, somebody's going to try to jam their foot in there. And sometimes just because you can doesn't mean you should.
Well, we knew, you know, coming into to today with everybody liking Talladega, you know, as we always say, they're a bunch of tallywaggers. But we knew the drivers would come out of the woodwork for this race, you know, and especially being a season opener, this kind of sets a tone for some of the drivers to see what kind of guys are going to be out here racing, see what kind of racing style they've got, whether they're a clean racer or they're wiggly all over the track, or so. I mean, you know, it's going to be pretty interesting for some of these drivers to learn how to drive around each other, because you got new guys and you got veterans that have been here for a while and that have been racing around each other.
Yep, I call this monkey racing, because any old monkey can race at a super speed. Give me a track where the driver's got to do something, that's where you see racing.
Yeah.
This is just riding around in a pack real fast.
Yeah, this is caution number 5, which is actually kind of surprising me that we've had this many cautions, but what was it? I think we had 11 different lead changes. Yeah, 11 lead changes, but that's only been amongst a certain amount of drivers. We got amongst 6 drivers, 11 lead changes amongst 6 drivers. Dave Langman's led the most laps now with 27. And the only one that could really beat him right now would be Timothy Lewis, but Timothy's running back in the 16th spot. So Dave Langman may tie up the points for leading most laps.
Yeah, when we line this up, Langman, Lee, King, Eckstein, Butler, Kirk Townsend is going to be your top 7. Dustin Lee, Perryman, and Frankie G there. But Donald King back to 3rd behind his partner that he's had almost the whole race.
Mm-hmm.
Those two, hopefully they'll stay nose to tail till we get down to 1 or 2 to go, and then they'll race each other, and we'll get to see that. But everybody's going to try to push them 2 off the top of the mountain real quick here.
That's for sure. We got Tommy Lee and Ryan Eckstein started working together there, and they're going to be starting 2nd and 4th. Ryan going to be right behind Tommy Lee, so we're going to have to see if they can get a good run here and get by Langman on that low line. So Ed, you've been pretty quiet today. What do you think of the race so far?
I think the race is awesome, Rudy and Roger there. Just fanning it out for their last run these guys going to have here. And then we got 10 laps to go, or 11 laps to go. I just want to see who's going to win this race.
Michael, you were out on the track and you got wrecked out. Sorry about that, but how was the racing out there? Did you see a lot of respect out of the drivers and things like that?
I don't know, really. I got off to a bad start. I pretty much ran in the back the whole time, and I was kind of got mixed up in the wrong crowd, so to speak. It's just a bad start to the season. I'm not gonna let it get me down.
No.
I mean, I'm gonna be here for all these races. Like I said, 50% of it is just being there for every race. So
That's for sure.
Hey, Michael, I was going to say anyway, what did I tell you about hanging out with a bad crowd? You got to hang out with the good guys.
These guys are all good out here.
These are some of the best drivers in iRacing out here right now. I mean, if the viewers don't see that, well, you're going to see it this season, man. These guys are all very good drivers. Like I said, this is Talladega. You got to expect this, what's going on now. So
Still
hang in there. Keep watching.
24 drivers still on the lead lap here, guys. So that's pretty amazing.
Yeah, sure is, Rudy.
All right, Ed, we'll call it down one more time for me, buddy.
You got it.
Hopefully this will be the last start here, and we're going to get the green flag with 9 laps to go.
This might get just a little wild right here.
Yeah,
I think so, Roger.
I think you're right.
I bet we see a bunch of 3-wides real quick here.
Now's the time.
Pace car drops in. Green flag waves. Boogity boogie boogie, guys. Let's go racing one more time.
Dave gets a great start on that, and I'll tell you what, Tommy Lee got a great start too. Dave kind of drifts up the hill a little bit going into turn 1, but Tommy gives him plenty of room. Wants to hang on to him to get a little of that side draft, but boy, I'm going to tell you, William Kirk diving down to the bottom, and it looks like we've got some guys going up to the high side here. Oh, we got a couple. Whoa, good save.
Overborp there.
There's still 3 wide.
Wow.
There's a 4 wide up there in the front.
Man.
I always say, bring it, don't sing it.
That's right.
Ryan Eckstein now leading Dustin Lee up on the high side. Back here, back in a little ways back in the fight. But these go way up high. They're going 3 wide. We got some on the grass now.
Oh,
Woods.
Easy. We got a wreck in the back.
Oh, it's a big one.
That's the big one, folks.
Brandon Thomas it came to, so let's take a ride with Brandon Thomas and find out what happened to him.
Oh, Timothy Lewis gets in the outside wall right there as we start into the travel because he bounced off the 18 truck. And coming off turn 4 there. And that just started a big chain reaction.
3 wide right ahead of him there. It looks like Mike Ellis right up the middle. And Timothy Lewis on the high side comes down into Mike Ellis. They touch. Timothy goes up into the wall, almost into the wall, tries to save it and comes clear back down across the grass. Whoa, man, right in front of these guys. But Mike Ellis catches another one. He catches Brandon Thomas and Danny McCoon.
Well, boys, now we're going to be looking at about a 4 to 5 lap shootout for the finish.
This might not be over yet, guys. There may be more cautions. With that many laps to go, you just never know. Let's get back up here. I'm still showing David Langman still in the lead.
Yeah, that was back there in about 13th position. Man, that was just silly.
Yeah, that's too bad for these guys. It looked like Danny McCoon and Mike Ellis might have taken their truck behind pit wall. And maybe Steve Hurst might be the way by, so that might put Steve Hurst back on the lead lap.
Oh, they're not all as lucky as me when they get racked out. They can't come up here and hang with you guys.
Well, I don't. Is Mike Ellis even in TeamSpeak?
Let me check.
If he is, maybe we could get him down here and talk to him.
Yeah, we do have him on TeamSpeak. Let me chat with him real quick.
Sure thing. Get him down here, Roger. You want to talk to Mike and find out maybe what happened there. They were going 3 wide.
Yeah, if Michael doesn't take care of it when he comes back and he brings him in, I'll go ahead and take care of that.
Roger that.
Yeah, I'm hearing a little race chatter here. Some of these guys are baffled by some of this, what happened just now.
Yeah. Yeah, that was really a shame, but like we say, though, with being Talladega and, these kind of things happen, and this is coming down, winding down to the last few laps, you're going to see 3 wide.
Oh, yeah, everybody's going to go for it. I think we got Mike Ellis right here, guys.
All right. Go for it, Roger.
You got a copy, Mike?
Yeah, I'm here.
Hey, man, that looked like that was a pretty ugly little deal there. It looked like kind of a close side draft, and y'all touched, and Timothy Lewis kind of got squirrely there. Walk us through what happened right there, man. That was a big one.
Yeah, I just saw that there was a car up high, and we were trying to freight train him, and I don't know what happened there, but we touched.
Well, yeah, I mean, that got about 8 or 10 cars there, so, I didn't get to see who you were working with there, but did you guys have a real good run coming up through there, and he just kind of moved in on you, or what was the deal there?
Well, yeah, I was chasing that guy in front of me. We were just kind of drafting up through there, and you roll back, you can see we were passing the guy. And so I was just behind the guy in front of me, and the guy on the outside came down.
We hate to see all you guys get tore up like that, especially this close to the end. But you went to the back, you came to the front. I saw you up in the top 4 or 5 a couple times, and I thought maybe you might have a chance to win this. Was the racing that intense the whole time? Because it looks pretty intense from up here.
Yeah, I was working with D'Amico early there, and I don't know what happened on that first caution, but I bumped him. I might have been net code or something, because he hit the apron, and then he had some problems. But yeah, I came up through there a couple times. It's been a good race. Sometimes we're doing follow the leader, though.
Yeah, I think you're going to see that here at Talladega. But Mike, I'm glad you could at least join in here and have some fun. We know Talladega is going to be like this, and everybody out here just needs to take that in stride for this huge track like this. When the trucks are just on the edge everywhere, in the tri-oval, in the turns, and all it takes is just a tap in the back corner and you can send somebody around. But I don't want anybody to get frustrated by this. This is just a simple Talladega thing that I think it's why a lot of the guys just dread when they come to Talladega or some of these super speedways. Hopefully next week maybe you can get back out there and run with these guys and get some points back up here. We do have a drop week, so maybe this can be your drop week.
Hey, Mike, I'd like to welcome you to MaxSpeedTV. I'm looking forward to working with you up there in Channel 2. Are you excited about doing some announcing for the team here?
Yeah, 10-4. I've been practicing and everything, and you guys were running last night. I did my own mock little announcement.
Very good.
Right on, buddy. Yeah, we're all looking forward to working with you, buddy. Like I said, welcome to MaxSpeedTV.
Hey, thanks.
Yeah, we're really trying to get this thing off the ground with another announcer, or another channel. And Michael's been working pretty hard at getting his camera settings and everything, doing a great job with that. So now, just getting the announcers up, you and Steve and Don King, and I don't know if we can get more guys. And it'd be nice to have a couple of guys, maybe 3 in the booth is usually about the maximum that I like to have, 3, just so you don't walk all over each other, But yeah, welcome and glad to have you, Mike. I'm really glad you showed some interest in this, buddy.
Hey, you know what? I'm about Jeff Burton's age, and I love his approach of let's drive, let's do some announcing, let's do some both. Kind of like Michael Waltrip, and but that's the best way, and bring the viewers that experience of, hey, I was on the track and I know how this is.
Right.
Mike, I saw some pictures of your simulator. Do you have anything left of your paychecks or anything?
I can't get over. He said he's about as old as Jeff Burton. Holy cow, man! Where's the walker?
Funny. No, I've saved my pennies, and yeah, I save every dime I got. I spend on iRacing stuff. It seems like.
Yeah, 10-4, buddy, man. I saw the pictures, man. You got an awesome simulator setup over there.
10-4, loving these triples.
And I hear you live in Arizona too, right?
Yeah, I'm in Chandler.
Yeah, I'm in Mesa, Arizona, buddy. Maybe we can meet up sometime. In fact, I actually got some pit passes to the next NASCAR race.
10-4.
I was gonna say Chandler isn't that far, man, 'cause I used to live right in Mesa myself.
Oh yeah, Chandler's just down the road for me, man.
Yep.
Well, it looks like we're going to have 3 laps to go, guys, when they get the green flag. They should be coming to 1 to go right here. And it's going to be a 3-lap shootout, so anything can happen in that 3 lap. And whatever happens, the race is going to be over.
And Don King
probably will happen.
Don King starting down in the inside, 3rd position too.
Right where he wants to be. The top 4 are actually starting exactly right where they started the last time. And the lights do go off on the pace car. Everybody doubling back up. Tommy Lee going to be starting up on the high side. And Travis Townsend up there with him now. So that could be a dangerous combination for these guys.
Let's not forget about Butler and Kirk, though. They've been working together and coming up through there, and they're running 5th, 6th. They're definitely going to hook up.
Oh, definitely, yes. They're not out of this by any means. I thought for a while there when Sean got caught up in that wreck and had a lot of damage, but he has managed to get himself back up here in the 5th spot, and man, that's quite impressive.
Yeah, they're doing the money now, and coming down to these last couple laps, anything can happen. So you're going to see some outrageous racing right here.
Yeah, crazy Max green-white checker right here, and you're going to see a lot of guys that want to work together make aggressive moves to get together to try to make that last lap pass.
What do you think, you guys going to make it 3 wide here and then going into turn 1, you think? Or
it's going to be 3 wide, 8 deep.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And this is where they're going to have to pull out their
All the stops, Rudy.
Yeah, everything. And they're going to have to make sure that the driving ability that they got is going to have to be at its best right now, because you cannot afford to make a mistake right now or you're not going to finish well.
Heart rate's up. They're gripping the steering wheel. Palms are sweating.
Yeah, we're going to have a bunch of spare parts for sale when this race is over.
Yep.
Yeah. Rush
sale.
will be on the top of the list.
You're going to have to beat Rush to that sale because he'll be your first one on the.
Hey, he don't have a whole lot of dents and dings in his truck, which is surprising.
But he needs all them extra parts. All right, Ed.
We're ready to go here. The car's off.
Wow.
Green flag wave one more time. Boogie, 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 guys. Let's go racing.
I can assure you this is going to be the last time the green flag's going to race, because everybody here, no matter where they finish, the race is going to be over.
Oh boy, look at this, guys. You got a bunch.
Look at Butler and Kurt get together.
Dropping it back down the low side. Whoop.
Everybody trying to get a run here. And it looks like Langman and King, boy, I'm telling you what, them two definitely got some power on that low line. But look at on the high side right now. We've got Tommy Lee up there being pushed by Travis Townsend, and I'm telling you what, they want to get up here. They want to get by Langman so bad. This is getting nuts right here. Sean Butler.
There it is, man. I don't know. You might do it this lap.
Oh, man. Coming to the line, looks like, yes, Tommy Lee going to lead that lap. They still have not cleared Langman. Now Don King says, probably saying, I'm going to push you till my motor blows up.
Oh, you know he's going to, Rudy.
Now he gets a run. Look at here, coming on the outside.
Back down on the back stretch. Butler
Sean Butler working that high side right there, guys.
3 wide, coming to the stripe, guys. One more lap after this one.
Oh, good racing, guys.
Tommy Lee.
Don't forget Perryman Pearson. They're right there.
Yeah, definitely. Anything can happen right here. We've got coming to the white flag here, guys. White flag's going to be in the air 1 second.
Don King putting this to the floor right now.
Oh, he's got his foot through the floor.
He's trying to push his bumper inside the rear bumper.
Hope he has enough, Donald there, King there, has enough throttle there to push him out of the way. I bet his legs blinking like crazy.
One more lap.
Finish on the green, guys.
Perryman Pearson have nowhere to go. They're locked in there.
Yeah, they're trying.
Oh, boy.
Going in. All they're doing is helping the guy.
They're making the
Four
middle.
wide.
Made a hole.
Oh, my.
Get your motor.
Oh, man. Townsend got really loose right there.
Oh boy, it's gonna be a tight one, guys.
Butler and them on the outside, and Townsend got into Butler and broke that.
Oh, man.
So they separated King and Langman.
Oh.
That's a good run on the outside right there.
Trying to get some side draft off of him. Coming to the line here. Who's it got to be? Langman?
Langman's going to win it.
Langman's got it.
God, by a fender.
What a race.
Holy smokes.
That was all
Replay.
King. That was all King.
Oh, my God.
Fantastic.
Oh, that was
a great finish.
Oh, that was amazing, guys. I loved it.
.017 seconds. And it wasn't even a whole fender.
Oh, my God, that was amazing.
Hope somebody gets a photo shot of that race.
Oh, definitely. We are going to do everything up on that one. That was an amazing finish. Wow. Let me know, guys, when this is clear. And, Ed, you want to interview our winner, Dave Langman? And,
we'll let Roger do that one.
all right, we'll let Roger do Dave. Then you want to do second place, and I'll do third?
I sure can.
I'm too choked up to speak.
Oh, man, that was amazing.
Fantastic.
Let's give
finish
Rudy a
for-
minute to catch his breath here.
Tommy
Fantastic finish for opening race at Talladega, buddy.
Lee. Yep, Tommy Lee finishing 2 1,000ths of a second. Is that what it was? Or no, 17
17
1,000ths. Okay.
1,000s.
And Don King finishing 62 1,000s. You tell me them top four were, right there. Holy
I tell you what,
smokes.
King was controlling that finish.
Oh,
Don
yeah.
King had it in control, and he pushed his guy to the win.
You
Don
betcha.
King coming up to the podium tonight.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Never left his partner.
Can we get the three of them right at the start-finish line, and I'll stop them right there?
I think radio's clear here, boys. I think I'm going to try to get old Langland right here.
All right, let me make sure. Let me know when it's clear, and I'll open the channel.
All right, go ahead and fire it up.
You got it.
Clear the channel, guys.
Dave Langland, Roger Wagner in the booth. You got a copy?
That I do. That I do.
Heck of a drive tonight, sir. Your partner never left you, shoved you all the way to the line. Debut race, season 3 here. Tell us how you feel about that, man.
I couldn't be happier than a tornado in a trailer park. Everything just worked out perfect. I was kind of worried with the qualifying starting in the back, but once I got up front and made a excellent pit stop, we got our tires and got out and never came back in. And then I think the cautions slowly let them not gain on me, so I just stayed up front and just held my line and came out with the win.
Well, it was dang sure a close one. Did all the cautions really help you out, or do you guys think maybe you guys had a real chance to hold them guys off anyway if they'd have stayed green in the last 30 laps?
No, I think they had me. They're pretty well high-class drivers. I could see their lines. They're holding their lines perfect. I think if they had time, they probably had partners. I didn't have anyone, so no, they would have had me. It was the caution. It was the key to the win tonight.
A great driving kept you at the front. Cautions helped out a little, I think. But, man, what a drive. Awesome win. Extremely close, 17 one-thousandths of a second. Anybody you need to say a special thank you to or a shout-out to anybody that might be watching the broadcast tonight?
Nope, I'm just a solo driver here. Don't have much friends, but it was a lot of fun, and I appreciate you guys having me.
All right, man, congratulations. And I think maybe Ed has Tommy Lee.
Yeah, thanks there, Roger. Hey, Thomas Lee, you got a copy?
Is he on another?
Hello, Thomas Lee.
Hey, Thomas Lee, you have a copy?
10-4.
Wow, buddy, look at that, man. Got up in second spot there. You were down the low side there behind Donald King there, and all of a sudden you got some draft off him, and you started pulling up on the high side, and I almost got the win there, man. What a move did you make, and what a placement you got. You want to talk about a little bit about the race tonight at Talladega?
Yeah, I got hung up right there at the very beginning. I know I was right there behind Gary Lowe, and he went up the track just a little bit. I thought he was moving up to the middle line, but he was actually just moving up to give me some air, and I got my nose just under him. When he come back down to get back in front of me, it turned us down, so I ended up falling way behind, got a caution, got lucky, tried working my way back up, and that one big caution right there about halfway, I think, really got me back up through there. Everybody started to pit again. I knew I had enough fuel to get to the end, so I just kind of stayed up there, kept the track position, got hooked up with Travis Townsend again, and basically that was him and I on that last restart. That was our thing. We were going for the win, and got a good restart, got out beside of him and everything. Had the option. I cleared him, but Travis hadn't, and I had the option to dump Travis and leave him out there by himself, but I couldn't do that to him because he worked with me so much, and he works with me in a bunch of these races, so just stuck out there, and he got a little bit of contact with somebody when we come into turn 3, and it broke him off of me a little bit. I think if the contact hadn't happened, I believe we could have got the win.
Well, you did an awesome job there, for sure, there, Thomas Lee, man. Like always, every track we go to, man, you're always up towards the front there. Good job tonight. Do you want to give a wave out and a thank you to anybody out there tonight?
Yeah, I mean, like I said, of course, thank Travis for working with me there, pushing me to the end right there. You guys up in the booth, MaxSpeedTV for putting all this on, doing the broadcast. You always do a great job. Reem is doing the pink scheme. That's kind of like a shout out for the cancer awareness stuff. It's kind of a big part of my family and everything, so probably going to be running this one all season with it. And I say just a big shout out to the guys. I know Dave for winning and Don for finishing third.
Well, there you go, Lee. Thank you very much. We really appreciate it there in the booth there. Okay, Rudy, back to you, buddy.
Mike, do you want to take care of our third place guy?
This is going to be good.
Hey, Don King, 23, you out there?
You got to talk to him on the race chat.
Hey, Don King, 23, are you out there?
Yes, sir.
Hey, we were watching from the booth up there. Great run there at the end. You really looked like you were in control of the finish. Were you intending to try to stick with that guy, or are you going to try to make a move? Looked like you didn't have any room there right when you come to the line.
Well, obviously I'd like to have got by him and maybe got the win, but I was pretty well stuck there. Tommy was holding me down good, man. It was some great racing. I mean, I'm still shaking a little bit. That was some tight racing, some of the best racing I ever had.
Well, I tell you what, that was some classic moves for sure. Congratulations.
Thank you there.
All right, you got any shout-outs or sponsors?
Yeah, I'd like to give a thank you to Andrew Williams. He helped push me up there, and there before them last few cautions, we got split up. I kind of felt bad about that, but sometimes Talladega that happens, and you get stuck where you get split up from a guy. And I'd like to thank MaxSpeedTV, great sponsors, and I'd also like a special thank you to Michelangelo's paintings. I'd never have the opportunity to be here without them.
All right, great run, King. All right, Rudy, good start to the season.
All right. Well, great job by these guys out here tonight. I'm telling you what, this was probably some of the best racing that I've seen. Well, we had a great season finale there at Homestead last season, but I'll tell you what, I think this is really, really close to topping it right here. That was some absolute amazing racing by all these guys. Ed, I was kind of thinking, being as we are paying out the $5 to the top 5 guys, maybe we should announce who them top 5 guys are.
Yes, we can, Rudy. Well, I know who the top 3 are.
Well, I'm looking at Dave Langman, of course, our winner. Tommy Lee finishing second, Don King third, Travis Townsend fourth, and Christopher Perryman the top 5. So each of them will receive $5. I believe that's iRacing credits, if I'm not correct.
That's right. Yes, you're right on it, money, Rudy.
All right.
I'm looking at the finishing lineup here, and I did beat 3 people tonight: Roger Wagner, Rudy Cummings, and Ed Hewitt.
All right. Good deal.
Finished with only 29 laps down.
Well,
by default, sir. By default.
Don't forget our 10th, our placement truck was 10th place tonight, Rudy.
That's right, and that's Ryan Eckstein. So he also wins money. And how much is that?
That's $5, Rudy.
$5 to him too. So all right. So
yep.
First through 5th gets $5, and also 10th place Ryan Eckstein gets $5. So Roger, kind of sum up the race in your aspect. How you feel the race went tonight?
Well, a little on the wild and woolly side there, especially towards the end. But, we saw the good guys go to the front. The guys that we're used to seeing at the front all started heading towards the front. Butler, Lee, Townsend. With Don King being in there, and he did not leave his partner, Langman, pushed him to the win. It's a great start to the season. I expect to see a whole lot more of this awesome racing. And all these guys stepping up, and maybe we'll see a real diverse field of winners this season. And it's going to make for the points changing probably every week if we get to see something like that. I think this race was awesome. I'd like to see him do it again.
And Ed, what's your feelings on the race tonight?
Well, to start out the season at Talladega was an awesome race. We've got some good drivers out there. Like Roger said, you know who your drivers are, your veterans up there towards the front. We got a newcomer, Langman, and new to the team there, and then pulled that Dodge Mopar up to the front there, and got the win there tonight, Rudy. I thought it was an awesome race from, like I said, from the get-go. Yeah, we had a few cautions, but you're going to get that in the big super speedways that we usually run: Talladega, Daytona. You could do Michigan, Atlanta. All the tracks are coming up. You're going to see that kind of racing going on. But I was just amazed on the 3 wide, the 4 wide that were going on here tonight. It was just an awesome race from all the veterans and all the newcomers that came to the track tonight, Rudy. Brought their new stuff out there, new setups, new paints. I saw a lot of new paints tonight. Awesome job, the painters out there. And just a wonderful job, these guys tonight, and good job by the crew tonight in the broadcast channel tonight too. The Michael D'Amico, Roger, Rudy Cummins, Mike Ellis, and myself, Ed Hewitt. Good job from all you guys there, and thank you very much, you guys that sit in the booth week after week, and we have a good time up there. And what a good race! And I enjoyed the race tonight. It was awesome finish, and that's what we like here. Thank you again, you guys.
Absolutely.
Yeah, I'd like to say, a special thanks to Ed Hewitt for organizing and helping put all this together, all these races, all these excellent drivers. It's going to be a fantastic season, and we owe a lot of it to you, Ed, and we have all you great announcers. Looking forward to it. It's going to be great.
Absolutely. Well, Mike, being you were wrecked out, sum up the race for us in your eyes here. How do you feel this race went for you tonight? Or, I mean, for the drivers?
Oh, I think they all raced really good. I mean, like Don was saying, and some of the top drivers up there were just excellent driving. I mean, holding their lines, a lot of respect. Another important factor is, some of the faster drivers paying attention to the new guys and racing, just driving around them, rather than through them. That's what I like to see. It's very unfortunate, that I didn't make it, but like I said, we do have a drop race. Just give me my drop race. I can call that right now, but Thursday night we're going to be on Channel 2 broadcasting with some of these same drivers. So I'm really looking forward to doing that, and it's going to be a great opportunity for MaxSpeedTV all the way.
All right. Well, thanks a lot there, Michael. Mike Ellis joining us in the booth here. Sum up the race in your eyes. How do you feel this race went tonight?
Well, I think that move of the race, that last lap, Perryman taking it 4 wide, making what I called the new middle. And you'll have to watch out for the new middle coming up this season. That's the only way to make something happen when you're on the bottom and you're that second pair. But what a move, clean, nobody touched. Just like Ed was saying, it was really good, clean driving. And hey, you can earn money during these things? No wonder it was such a dogfight. Great stuff.
Absolutely.
Always racing here for free. Never have to pay. Always live and always fun.
Absolutely. All right, well, let's go down through the finishing order here, and I'm going to go back and get some screenshots here of that finish, and probably even get to watch it again here in slow motion. But going through the results here real quick, Dave Langman finishing the race in the top spot. Good job by him. Newcomer to Maximum Speed Racing tonight. Great finish for a newcomer. Had a lot of help there by the third place guy, Don King. Never giving up on his partner. Great job by Don tonight. Tommy Lee finishing second. Don King third. Travis Townsend fourth. Christopher Perryman finishing fifth. Steve Pearson in sixth. William Kirk finishing seventh. Sean Butler in eighth. And by the way, guys, William and Sean, this may be the only race that either of them are going to be able to race this season. William's starting a new job, and Sean is going to another shift. So they wanted to at least get this race in, and might be the only one they're going to be able to race this season. It's a shame. Dustin Lee finishing 9th. Ryan Eckstein 10th. Andrew Williams finishing 11th. Frank Gramuglia in 12th. Timothy Lewis finishing 13th. Mikey Villeneuve in 14th. Shane Halter 15th. Jared Akey 16th. Douglas Winters 17th, another rookie out on the track and having a great finish there, finishing on the lead lap. Douglas Winters, good job. Brandon Thomas in 18th, Chuck Scala 19th, Kevin O'Brien 20th, Matthew Breckel 21st, Teddy Wisniewski in 22nd, Mike Vining 23rd, Danny McCoon 24th, Steve Hurst 25th, Stephen Hollingsworth 26th, Robert Craze 27th, Mike Ellis 28th, Gary Lowe 29th, and Michael D'Amico, I believe, was the last one of the race, finishing in the 30th position. So, all right, well, I'm going to take a wander back here. If you guys got anything else you want to say, while you're talking, I'm going to go ahead and rewind this race back and watch a little bit of this.
Yeah, Mike Ellis, did you know that we were voted for excellence in broadcasting this 2013?
Yeah, I saw that on the social media stuff, and congratulations to you guys. That's a pretty neat honor. But, I've always noticed your stuff for the high-quality graphics and stuff you guys are doing and putting out there.
Yeah, we put a lot of time and money into this stuff. That goes on, a lot of time that goes on behind the scenes that nobody knows about, that makes this all enjoyable for everybody. We had like 20 viewers out there tonight, so I want to say thanks to all the viewers out there tonight too.
Well, I'd ask, what's your record for viewers? Do you guys keep track of that kind of stuff, or?
Not really. I don't know. I think one time I heard somebody say we had 23.
We need to get those numbers up.
I think we had like 23 or something. But there's a nice screenshot right there, and I might do a quick screenshot of that. These guys coming across the start-finish line right together, 1, 2, 3, 4. So I'll do a quick screenshot on that.
Your channel.
All right.
That's a great shot, Rudy. It really shows how close the racing is and how much respect those guys have. They're all stuffed in, all four of them, in the one lane on the bottom.
Yeah, that's amazing. Who says you can't get 5 pounds or 10 pounds of crap in a 5-pound bag, huh? Good job by these guys. All right, guys. Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week. The season opener here at Maximum Speed Racing Talladega. Dave Langman takes the win here. Tommy Lee finishing second, and Don King finishing third. Great job by them three on the podium. I don't want to count out Travis Townsend finishing a close fourth right there. But great racing by these guys. Awesome finish. And we will see you next week here at MaxSpeedTV.
Real quick, I'd like to point out that our next race is at Charlotte, 110 laps on January 14th. So be there.
Very good, very good. All right, thank you. And thank all you guys for helping out in the booth today. Appreciate it very, very much.
You bet, buddy. I'll see you on the next one.
You bet, Rudy.